Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video we're going to take a look at the Forex market wrap. We're going to see how the market has played out this week, and we've seen a little bit of dollar strength come back into the market. So we've been looking at a couple of different currencies in particular. We've focused on the pound this week, and we've focused a little bit on the Australian dollar. We were looking for the Australian dollar strength to come through a little bit as price was breaking out of these key areas. So if we actually just take a look at the daily chart on Aussie, we were speaking about the fact that price had broke to the upside, broke out of this really nice trend line through here after bouncing from that 0.7 supporting level down through this key area. Now once price broke through, we were suggesting that yes, the Australian dollar is obviously seeing a little bit of strength at the moment. However, we don't really want to be buyers here. We want to be buyers back down at this supporting point, but that means we could have looked for other opportunities on the Australian dollar against weaker currencies, and one currency that we identified as a weaker currency was pound, and that's just because pound was back at this structure high, back at that 1.33 level, really key level, important level on pound. We see that rejection there. The market's working its way within this channel. Today we've had a little bit of a pullback to the move that we saw, that initial downturn, but we expected that. We spoke about the potential for the market to come back, retest 1.32, which is just this zone through here. So not expecting this market to rush straight through to the targets. If the market continues to form those lower lows and lower highs, I'd expect a continuation to the downside on pound, and that's what made us look towards pound Aussie as well as a potential trading opportunity. Now they haven't impulsed as much as I'd like. Pound Oz did move quite a decent way towards targets, but ended up pulling back a little bit. Still like the thought of this market getting a little bit short just because of that pound weakness and Aussie being back at some minor support through here. So if that holds, then we could continue to look for the potential for the market on pound Aussie to drop further. One thing we do have to be a little bit careful about is the risk on risk off play that could be coming into the market. And what I mean by that is if I actually bring in sort of the Dow, we can see that the market's just finding some resistance as of late. It dropped in a little bit through this area, and this is an area we've been speaking about as well as a little bit of a pullback on the Dow. So we've had a couple of days where we've had a bit of a bearish market, which has led to some risk currencies being hurt by this. CAD in particular has, and one currency pair that we can often look to for that risk is dollar peso. And you can see if we actually just look at dollar peso, price is back to key supporting points around about that 20.25 level and has started to bounce. And you can see when the market is in risk mode, the Mexican peso strengthens quite a lot. So this makes a really good pair to watch when we're looking for that risk on risk off play. Now price is bouncing here. Is that suggesting us that there's going to be some slight risk off coming into the market, potentially with that dollar gaining a little bit against the peso? So that could transition into a few other pairs as well. Like we had a little look at Kiwi and the fact that price was back at some key resistance. That 0.69 level just tips that and rejected it with a nice daily bearish rejection. Looking for the market to come down to the downside again. Nice change in cycle on the 4-hour time frame. Price potentially retracing back into those levels for some further downside as well. So that could be a little bit of a sign that coming next week we have a little bit of risk off coming into the markets. That should affect sort of Kiwi. Kiwi has been quite strong for a while, so it may be at a point where we could see some reversals coming into that market. I think pound further downside and looks pretty good. Just need some further confirmation here as well. But we should expect maybe a little bit of dollar strength. Dollars at some key supporting areas. We may see a little bit of risk off as well, helping that move as well. So hope you enjoyed the content this week. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and I'll speak to you soon.